Most people lie to survive. They hide behind fake smiles, say what others want to hear, and betray themselves just to be accepted. But Kisame, he was different. He didn't lie, not even once. And the world hated him for it. He didn't care, because when you've seen the ugliest truths of this world, pretending becomes the real nightmare. While others wore masks to survive, he threw his mask away. He didn't sugarcoat reality. He didn't chase love or fame or peace. He walked straight into the storm with eyes wide open. That man was Kisame Hoshigaki, the monster who refused to lie. He was called a monster, a traitor, a madman. But the truth? Kisame Hoshigaki was a man who followed orders. Not for glory, not for power, but because that's what he was trained to do, obey. When his village demanded silence, he gave it, even when it meant killing his own comrades. Not because he wanted to, but because the mission mattered more than lives. That day, something inside him broke. He realized the people above him lied just as easily as they breathed. Lies wrapped in words like duty, justice, and peace. And he was done. He left the system that raised him. He chose a life where he'd no longer be a tool, no longer a liar. In a world full of masks, Kisame chose to be raw, honest, real. Even if it meant being hated, even if it meant being feared. He joined Akatsuki not to destroy the world, but because for the first time, he could be himself. A man who would rather be hated for the truth than loved for a lie. Maybe that's why Kisame hits different. He didn't lie to the world, even when the world begged him to. He didn't fake peace. He didn't fake loyalty. And in doing so, he showed us something terrifying. That sometimes the most honest people are the ones we fear the most. Because they force us to confront the lies we tell ourselves. Kisame was like a shark. Cold, focused, honest. He didn't swim in schools. He didn't chase attention. He moved through the waters of this world with silent purpose, cutting through lies with brutal truth. And like sharks, people feared him, not because he attacked, but because he refused to play along with the illusions. Sharks don't pretend. They don't fake smiles. They don't beg to be understood. Maybe in the end, the world doesn't need more pretty fish. Maybe it needs more people brave enough to be sharks, swimming alone, sharp and real. Even when the whole ocean turns against them. We all swim in the same ocean, and every day the world tells you to smile, to nod, to play along. But deep down, you know it's fake. So here's the real question. Will you keep shrinking yourself just to fit in? Or will you swim like a shark, sharp, silent, and unshakably real? If you've ever been called too intense, too cold, too honest, good. That means you're not playing their game. This world needs less noise and more truth. And people like you, people who refuse to lie. You are the storm they never saw coming. You don't need to be liked to live with purpose. You just need the courage to be real, even when it hurts. So swim forward, head high, eyes open. You're not weak. You're just finally brave enough to stop pretending. Kisame once said, It's better to be rejected for being real than loved for being fake. And if you've stayed with me this far, thank you for being one of the rare few who still choose the truth. Stay real. Stay sharp. We'll meet again.